Welcome to Daily English Practice, your channel for, well, daily English practice. Do you want to learn English the easy way, consistently, without a huge effort?
Then make sure you subscribe now, like, comment, and share. It really makes a difference.
All right, with that said, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're unpacking a stack of sources on some really quick, actionable methods for improving your English, like right now.
Exactly. The mission is to give you tools you can deploy immediately. We're not just studying, we're talking about using the language.
And a core idea we found is this mindset shift. People think they need confidence before they can speak.
Right, but our sources flip that completely. Confidence is the result of action, not the other way around. You have to just start.
So if action is the driver, where do we start? I guess that brings us right to Stephen Krashen and the input hypothesis.
Yep, the famous I+1. But the key distinction he makes is between conscious learning and subconscious acquisition.
Learning being what, memorizing grammar rules?
Exactly. It's the textbook stuff. Acquisition is developing a real instinct for the language. It's the goal for spontaneous, natural speech. And it happens through input that's just a little bit beyond your current level.
So that's the I+1. Not so easy that you're bored, but not so hard you get lost.
You've got it. And this leads to the most important habit: consistency over intensity. Seriously, 10 minutes of focused practice a day is so much better than 2 hours once a week.
It's not even close. Okay, so if we're going to be consistent, what are the best things to actually do? The sources mentioned a technique called shadowing.
This one is powerful. It's simple. You just repeat what a native speaker says immediately, like an echo.
And the key is not translating in your head, right?
That's it. You're forcing your brain to copy the rhythm, the intonation, the way the words connect. It's training your mouth and your mind at the same time.
And that ties into another big point.
Yeah.
Stop learning isolated words.
Oh, absolutely. You need to acquire multi-word phrases, idioms, the chunks that native speakers actually use, like "that makes sense," or "hit the ground running."
Because they carry a context that a single word just doesn't have.
And to make that practice stick, you use something called habit stacking. Just attach your English practice to a routine you already have.
Like listening to something on your commute.
Or mentally reviewing phrases while you brush your teeth. It removes the need for willpower and makes practice automatic.
But this is where technology becomes such a huge help, especially in dealing with the affective filter.
That's the anxiety, right? The fear of making a mistake in front of someone.
Yes. And AI completely removes the judge from the room.
The great thing about using an app like ChatGPT for speaking is that there is zero stress. You can have conversations 24/7, practice a job interview, whatever you want.
And it keeps a transcript so you can review your mistakes later.
It's an incredible free practice partner. And don't forget simpler tools like text-to-speech software. You can turn any article or PDF into audio. Instant listening practice.
Okay, let's talk about some common traps. The sources mention that direct translation can be a real problem, particularly for, say, Portuguese speakers.
A huge problem. We have to talk about false friends.
Give us the most common example.
Without a doubt, the misuse of the word actually.
How so?
In Portuguese, a similar word means currently. So a learner might say, "Actually, I live in Portugal," when they just mean, "I currently live in Portugal,"
But actually means in fact or in reality.
which totally changes the meaning. It can cause real confusion.
That's a huge one. What about a grammar mistake?
It has to be verb tense confusion, specifically the present perfect versus the simple past. A direct translation might give you, "She is working here for 5 years."
Instead of the correct.
She has been working here for 5 years.
Yeah.
You need that tense to show the action started in the past and is still happening.
So to wrap this all up, it seems the path is paved with active engagement shadowing, learning phrases.
Right, and using stress-free technology like AI.
And underpinning it all is that unwavering daily consistency, even just for a few minutes.
Precisely. But I want to leave you with one final thought. We focused a lot on Krashen's input model, this I+1 idea.
A sort of linear process.
Exactly. But some recent neuroecological critiques suggest language acquisition is more dynamic. What if true mastery requires less focus on that linear input and more on embodied social interaction, the actual context of a conversation? It's just something to think about as you start your 10 minutes of practice today.